Welcome back on this Friday. Our first current weather shot of the day comes from the beast. This was Jawan's view, our morning photographer, as he drove around this morning. I think this is out kind of by Coal Valley, he said. It looks like
Yeah,
with
isn't
the airport
right
there.
there in the far left right there? Yeah.
Well, it just looks nice and gray out there, though,
Yeah.
which is kind of been the story of the week.
Yeah, at least the roadways were pretty good this morning.
Yes.
Not too bad. Of course, other areas in southeastern Iowa were a little bit rugged, and that's why we had some 2-hour delays. We could be talking about some more 2-hour delays on Monday morning, but not with snow, but when it comes to cold.
Yeah.
So there's a grab bag of winter weather once again going on with snow and cold. And we'll get to that in just a little bit. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, and everything's looking pretty good on the I-74 bridge with the help of our Bridgepoint camera. A lot of clouds we've been seeing today, but all has been dry. We may start seeing some flakes roll in here sometime by mid-evening, and it's part of this little weak disturbance that we see just off to our north and west. Strong winds aloft will carry this into our area by around mid-evening. The question is, I'm not sure if a lot of this is going to actually reach the ground because the air under the surface is pretty dry, but we'll put that passing snow shower flurry in as we head later on in the evening. A little farther back, and not too far back, around the northern Rockies, there's that low, and that is still on track to bring us some of that snow heading into our Saturday, and it should be seeing some halfway decent snowfall amounts for most of the area. Of course, this is going to bring some of that cold air, the season's coldest yet, that's going to be really developing as we go through the weekend, with Sunday being the weekend's coldest. Take a look at our future track. 8 p.m. this evening, there is that little wave that may be coming on through. Doesn't allow much that will be expected around here, but nonetheless, we'll keep that chance in. Otherwise, we'll keep it cloudy to mostly cloudy as we go through the rest of the night. This is going to get downright cold. We're looking at overnight lows dropping into single digits, factor in a little bit of a brisk wind at times, and no doubt you're talking about wind chills below zero. And we're going to get used to seeing those wind chills below zero through the entire weekend and even for early Monday morning as well. Here comes that snow that will be developing from west to east. Should be seeing some steadier, more moderate snowfall, I would say right around midday, and then everything's going to quickly taper from west to east as we go through the afternoon before we see some of that clearing take place going into Saturday evening. How much snowfall we could potentially see? Well, this is what I see now. There could be a little tweaking going the next 24 hours or so, but this is what I'm looking at. From the immediate quantities, a solid 2, maybe as high as 3 inches of snow. Higher amounts off to our south and west, especially south of Highway 34, where those amounts could be ranging around 4 or 5 inches or so. And then the farther north and east as you go, that's where you see a big drop in snowfall amounts from 2 inches near the I-80 corridor to maybe just enough to produce a little dusting as you make your way toward Joe Daviess County. Does promise to be a cold one, too. There's going to be a dry, fluffy snow with daytime highs likely not even getting out of the single digits. And temperatures by 5 p.m. will still be well below zero, but gets even colder still going into Saturday evening. A lot of minus teens that we expect to see by then, with the coldest of these wind chills still on track by Sunday morning early. We'll say about 7 a.m. And that's where those wind chills will be ranging between 20 to 30 degrees below zero. Of course, it'll set the stage for another really bitterly cold day on Sunday with a high of 5 degrees and that overnight low dropping around -4. Wind chills likely heading into Monday morning could very likely be in the minus teens around -20. So that's why we have extended our weather impact alert going into Monday morning. After that, what a turnaround in temperatures. Any snowfall that we do see, I think is going to melt off pretty quickly, especially later in the week, Shelby, as we're looking at those daytime highs around the low to mid-40s. Of course, I'll be doing another live weather discussion coming up tonight at 8 p.m. See if there's any tweaks going on, especially with those snowfall amounts for tomorrow.
And even with that cold weather, you're still going to be out in Geneseo this weekend.
Yes, I am. Going to do a little judging at the Geneseo Christmas Walk. I always love heading off to Geneseo, especially with that event. It's going to be a good one. Just make sure you're all bundled up. It's going to be a cold one.
Yeah, luckily it's like one of the only events that's outdoors, so people can stay safe.
40th year, by the way. 40th year of the event.
Well, thanks, James.